Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. This is going to be a video about having an ant mentality. Have you ever noticed an ant on the ground and then all of a sudden the ant and also its comrades are always working day in and day out only towards one thing, is that they're always going looking for food so that they can bring back that food to store it into their colony and just continue to store it up more and more and more. But have you ever noticed their objective and their vision behind all of that work? Because an ant always have a vision on what it's doing, and that is that behind all of that work and their objective under that vision is to be prepared and ready for the winter time. And they know without a shadow of a doubt, when winter time comes, one cannot be able to find any type of food anywhere. And that's the reason why that they are working together as one in order to find food to bring it back into their colony so that they can store it up minute by minute and day by day. And they are always working together as one. But the whole thing of when you look at an ant, it's a worker and it has a vision, and they have one vision on one accord to prepare for what is up ahead. And if you look, I don't know, a lot of you people have read the Bible before. You can look in Proverbs 6 chapter 6 through 11 verse. It tells you about the ant. It tells you about the ant. And that you need to go watch the ant and the importance of looking at the ant. Because it is a great difference. When you look in this society today, there are some ants, but there are not a whole lot of them who has the ant mentality. It's a lot of people who have the grasshopper mentality. And if you're not familiar with the grasshopper is always eating, being sluggard and lazy, and then going behind, enjoying himself or herself, ain't even thinking about nothing in order to prepare himself or herself. The grasshopper is just looking out for himself or herself. But time that winter comes, the grasshopper ain't got nothing. So, I tell all of you people, have an ant mentality. And then also, find people who have an ant mentality. True friends and true people. I ain't talking about these fake ass people out here. Some of them. Or most of them. I'm talking about true ones that's worked towards one goal and to unify themselves to do that. And I tell you that during this crisis of what we're in, you're beginning to see who has grasshopper mentalities and not an ant mentality. And then during this crisis, you still have a lot of people who are still hard-headed and not putting their ant mentality into gear in their minds. They're not. And you know the reason why? It's simply because they're not doing anything to foresee what is to come. or not paying attention to what is to come into the future. But a person with an ant mentality is, or they'll listen to someone who's telling them that, okay, something is coming, and they prepare for themselves for it. So I'm going to go on ahead and cut this video short. I tell all of you people, have the ant mentality. And I'm going to lead you with this. Whenever this so-called quote-unquote virus is gone, don't be hard-headed and don't learn your lesson from it and go back having a grasshopper prideful attitude or whatever. Be wise like the ant. Don't be stuck up, stupid, and prideful like the grasshopper. So, I'm going to go on ahead and cut this video short. I hope a lot of you got something out of this. Thank you and have a great and awesome day in the evening.